There's a lot of stream tools out there in the world, and we're finally going to start diving into the most popular ones. I get asked so many times, what is the number one stream tool, physical, tangible thing that you would suggest to your viewers and to your beginner creators on what to use? Well, this one right here, I feel like this one's kind of the Mac Daddy of them all. Let's get to it. Now, I've said for quite some time that we are going to finally get into the tangible physical tools of the creation and live stream world. And one of the things that you most commonly see, especially when you see a creator's desk setup, their full layout, whatever they end up putting up on there, there's one tool that has been pretty synonymous with every desk setup, and that is an Elgato Stream Deck. Now, for those that don't know what an Elgato Stream Deck is, maybe I'm introducing this product to you for the first time. No, this video is not sponsored by Elgato by any means. But the one tool is the Stream Deck. Now, a Stream Deck is this crazy, powerful, intuitive tool that allows you to do different actions just from a click of a button that you typically wouldn't be able to do with just a mouse. Maybe not as easy. You can still pull it off, but maybe just not as easy. And the Stream Deck prides itself on convenience to the creator. It has virtually nothing to do with programs at hand, even honestly the consumer that is watching your product. It is a convenience tool mainly for the creator that is making the content. So why do people think if you get a Stream Deck, you're just going to make money while creating? Well, I'll give you a few reasons why and what the Elgato does so well that other companies just haven't really brought on. So the first one, the Elgato Stream Deck is so intuitive and so interactive with your typical stream programs, ones that we've talked about before in OBS, Streamlabs, OBS, XSplit, things like that, that allow you to be able to program transitions through scenes, audio clips. You can basically turn your Stream Deck into a soundboard. You can also program and use voice mod on your Stream Deck that allows you to be able to change your voice and be funny or more interactive with your chat. You can program media buttons in there. So instead of, I don't know, quoting a movie or quoting a very infamous internet meme, you can just program that as a button. So when it does come to mind or the setting is fitting right during the chat, you can just hit that button, that video pops up, and now you in your chat can live in that moment of enjoying the humor or the dramatics or whatever you're trying to set the tone of. And there's so much more. You can program chat commands to where you can have a shout out button. Say you get rated by another channel and you want to be able to shout them out, but you're in the middle of playing a game, so you're not right by your keyboard if you're a controller player like myself. And you can just go and hit a shout out button and hit the username, and the UI does it all itself. Elgato really prides themselves in the UIs that are put into their devices. You can look into the Elgato Wave, which is their USB microphone that comes with a very integrated UI as well. But on top of all of that, when it comes to multi-action transitions and volume control and all these things, the Stream Deck from Elgato is an incredible tool. Is it something that will help a creator make money? No. And even though you see it on every creator's desk and it seems like it's kind of part of the uniform of being a creator, it's not everything. It's not going to print you money. It's not going to make your streams better, because as I said at the very beginning of this is a tool that is for the creator, not the consumer. So why in the world would it invoke the consumer to, just shell out more money to you? No, that's not what happens. The content that you create on the other side of this camera, you are the one that ends up taking your creation, whatever it may be, in whatever category it may be, to another level, to where people will feel like they want to help to support you. A Stream Deck does not do that. Does it make task a little bit easier while you're creating content? Absolutely. Is it an incredible device that, with the right time and patience of programming each button and making it right for you, does that make it easier on you? Yes. But is there ways around that? Absolutely. When I first started streaming, I didn't have a Stream Deck. Matter of fact, as of right now, I have a Stream Deck Mini. I don't even have the fanciest, biggest Stream Deck out there. But when I did not have a Stream Deck, I used programmable hotkeys. Now, if you don't know what hotkeys are a program's way of being able to program an action via any button that you have available, a mouse button, a keyboard button, for the exact thing that I'm talking about. So if you take away the flashy LEDs and maybe a GIF that you put on a button that makes it seem a little more attractive or funny, you can still get all of these actions that I'm speaking of via a button on a keyboard you already have. You can go straight into your settings menu in OBS, Streamlabs, anything like that. Go to advanced, and then you can go to hotkeys. And in that, you can go and program whatever key you need to do almost everything that I mentioned beforehand that a Stream Deck can do. Now, of course, you have to be conscious of the fact that, well, don't program a key that you use very often while you are streaming, because I made the mistake of trying to use letters that would remind me of which scene I programmed on a hotkey, and then I would tab over and go to YouTube, and as I'm typing, I'm just switching scenes all over the place. The best advice I could give is using your number pad if you have a number pad on your keyboard. That way it's out of the way. You can remember scene 1 is number 1, scene 2 is number 2, and so on and so forth. But being able to plug in an Elgato Stream Deck and move all those buttons to that, and also have all the things that are interactive with every program, like voice mod and being able to bring those media clips in, being able to control your sound, all of that is incredible. But we have to remember that most of these physical, tangible tools are to help the creator, not to invoke the consumer into having more fun or being more interactive or being more of a monetary support. That's not what these things are. So for all of my creators that feel they have to keep buying the latest and greatest tech to heighten the stream experience that they're trying to put on, try to just sit back and deal with the mantra of, not even deal with the mantra, deal has a negative connotation to it. Feel the mantra of less is more, and you can do more with less. Because when you're able to do that and allocate all your funds correctly, save a little bit here, push a little bit there, then when it's time to really make those big upgrades, maybe a new camera, maybe a better microphone for better audio, when it comes to the important upgrades, you're not starving yourself to continue to create. You have set up a foundation that you can do so much more with less. And now that more is coming, you can do even more now. But don't put yourself in a boat where you're shelling out thousands and thousands of dollars off the newest tech and you think that that's going to bring followers. That's not how this game works. Be genuine with your content, be comfortable with your technology, and know that it takes each one of those steps to pull out a polished, very inviting, and just enjoyable content. I love my Stream Deck. Would I recommend it to people that are just getting into creating? No. Is it a great tool? Yes. Is this video sponsored by Elgato? No. Guys, I'm sorry that I wasn't around last week, I actually was dealing with some technology problems, but we fixed that. I'm actually going to cover that in a future video as well, because not only did I deal with some things about RAM sticks that we're definitely going to talk about, but also I installed a brand new cooler in this computer, and I'm thinking about putting together a video to kind of walk people through things like that, installing things in their computer. A lot of people have gotten into PC building in the past few years because it's become more affordable than others to get someone to build a PC for you. So we're going to get all into that in future episodes. But other than that, I just want to let all my creators know, stop emptying your wallet thinking it's going to make your product better. Be better for your product and everything else will come. Other than that, stay safe, keep creating.